police in Canada, in Manitoba, Canada, barricaded out church worshipers from going to the Church of God at Steinbeck. On November 22nd, this church was fined $5,000 because they had in-person services which violated the COVID-19 restrictions in that area. So the following week, they decided that they were going to have drive-in services where individuals were instructed to drive in with their car. Their cars would be separated out in the parking lot, and they were also instructed to have their windows rolled up so there could be zero interaction between the parishioners. What the police in Canada decided to do, they decided to barricade them out so they could not even have a drive-in service with windows rolled up. And what did the church worshipers do? They decided to stay on the side of the highway and listen to the service the best they could. Here's the video.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. As you can see, the police have decided to not allow us to have service this morning. We have speakers set up and are playing songs. I'm not sure if you can hear me. It's quite loud right here. But just showing you what's going on. Police have showed up in droves to decide that they're not going to let us have service this morning in glorious and free Canada. Can you believe it? Look at this. Look at this. We've got media. We've got police on site. Lots and lots of police here today.
This is so unbelievably sad. It actually makes no common sense at all. They're not helping anyone. They're not saving anyone. It was a drive-in service with windows rolled up. So what are they doing? On that Sunday, there were people who were driving into Walmarts and parking at Walmart in Manitoba, Canada. There were people pulling into Costco's, into fast food restaurants, into grocery chains, all parking next to each other, with windows in some cases rolled down, doors opened, people interacting. But a church service where they would park in a parking lot with windows rolled up? No, that we need to barricade off. We cannot allow such a thing to happen. People parking at a liquor store to go get some wine or some liquor? Absolutely, that can happen. A cannabis shop? Definitely. The grocery store? Yes. Walmart? Yes. Costco? Yes. The church? No. And if you think that this can't happen somewhere else, in the United States of America, perhaps, you're kidding yourself. The only thing that stops something like that from happening here is the Constitution of the United States of America and a Supreme Court that will uphold the values of our Constitution. We are unique from the world. The government will tell you, oh, there's other places like America. They're free like we are. No, they are not, because they do not have the Constitution that we have. But I will tell you right now, they will work as hard as possible to rip apart every single freedom and liberty that is given to you, the American person, through that Constitution. They will implement court packing. They will put liberal Supreme Court justices there to tear it apart piece by piece. Going to church services to hear the word of God, to worship with fellow believers inside of your car with windows rolled up and barricaded out by police who are standing closer to each other than those worshipers ever would have been near each other in their cars. Absolutely terrible. And we're not too far off in the United States of America. Thank goodness we have at least 5 conservative Supreme Court justices right now who will uphold the values in our Constitution, or we could be weeks away from the same exact thing. Matter of fact, the Supreme Court, if you watched one of my earlier videos this week, the Supreme Court upheld a ruling that said that the government of New York could not stop churches from having meetings, that it went against and violated the First Amendment, and it does violate the First Amendment. All it takes is different parts of our government getting into the hands of the wrong people to supersede our rights. This is a disheartening video, but it should be a wake-up call and a reality call that things in this world are evil. What this world is calling good is evil, and what this world calls evil is good. It's biblical. It's happening in front of our eyes. Be prepared for it. Get closer to God than ever before.